behind it. And he said, yes, it's Satan himself. He said it's Satan himself. Revelation chapter 12. Turn with me right there.
1-9.
Yes.
Now a great sign appeared in the heavens, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a garland of 12 stars. Then, being with child, she cried out in labor and in pain to give birth. And another sign appeared in the heavens. Behold, a great fiery red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 diadems on his heads. His tail drew a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was ready to give birth, to devour her child as soon as it was born. She bore a male child who was to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up to God and his throne. Then the woman went to the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, that they should free her there 1,260 days.
See.
Okay, then a couple more. And the war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon. And the dragon and his angels fought. But they did not prevail. Nor was a place found for them in heaven any longer. So the great dragon was cast out. That serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceived the whole world. He was cast to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So we see that Satan did first. He rebelled against God out of jealousy and pride. And not only did he stop there, he even took a third of the heavenly angels with him. Got them to rebel against their leader, God. And they was picked out and thrown down to the earth. And now he's making war with the saints of God. This thing been happening since before the beginning of time. The Bible says a war broke out in heaven, caused all kind of heaven and division. And that's what Absalom does in the church today. He done caused all kinds of heaven and all kinds of division. Getting everybody to rebel. You don't need to take that. You got several degrees. God ain't concerned about your degree.
That's right. Amen. That's right.
God is concerned about whether or not you're going to be obedient to what he told you to do. For the season that he told you to do. And you ain't going nowhere and doing anything else you think you're going to do greater until you have fulfilled your season where he told you to already be.
Yes.
It ain't happening. You can go out there and start your church. You can get thousands of people behind you. But I guarantee you, it ain't going to be like that always. Because what go around, come around. You reap what you sow. Somebody going to do it to you. They going to reap havoc in your church. They going to reap division in your church. You ain't going to be blessed like that. When God calls you away from that place after you have fulfilled your season, you're going to be blessed in natural religion. Because you have fought the good fight. You have stood the test. You have proven your faithfulness minute, honey. I ain't teaching you and preaching nothing I ain't never seen or been through myself. Why do you think I went through the horrors that I did for the last 2 weeks? Because God was trying to see, now are you going to